Alright, so today we're going to be going through the Klaus's Paradise server. Of course, I'm going to sleep before going through it, but I'm just going to do a quick rundown of each area, not really stopping for any specific details. But we start in the Kingdom of the Sun, with the Tower of the Sun, and as you can see here, surrounded by some fields, just past the stables and the granary, a work in progress underground pyramid, and a work in progress Coliseum / horse racing track. And this is a fully fledged testing area for horses, so we can test their genetic their genetic traits like jumping and speed and so forth with a timed track. But yeah, we're going to take this horse and head on out. There's the sheep farm. Out past the sugar cane. And then on our way towards Spawn Town. Where here we'll find the town hall housing the Ender Dragon egg, a large tree at the center of the town, church of the Holy Fellowship, Bob's Clam Hut, and many more buildings. This one being my starter house, and this one being our brewing lab. Now, just to save time, I will sort of skim past it, but essentially we just brew our potions up in there. This will all become part of the city. We've reserved these areas for new buildings to be built. And over here we can see Klaus's original starting house. Across the water there is the entrance to Jack's cave, or his fortress that he's been working on. So now we're going to take a walk through the rolling farmland that extends out beyond the borders of the central city. There's a windmill, another church, and we're going to go past the cow farm towards Klaus's Hanging Gardens. We can see as we come into distance, we can see its imposing nature. Not yet complete, as you can see by all the scaffolding, but once it's done, it should be quite an impressive build. Now I'm going to head over to Jack's area and see if I can squeeze my horse in through his entrance. See, quite the entrance foyer, so to speak. This side not yet done, but we'll continue on this way. That leads out into the river, and we're going to head down. Oh. Just main storage room, and then that leads further down into a work in progress sort of dungeon or hellish landscape down at the bottom, but not yet finished. So yeah, that is pretty much the extent of what we've built so far. There is also a gold farm, but it is not that appealing to look at. So for now, I think I will omit it from this tour. Here, re-entering the Empire of the Sun, we go past the first banners, past the sugarcane, and the wheat fields, and then we enter this area. And then one final thing to show is the wilderness trails that extend beyond the reaches of any of our lands. If I can course across. Alright. Let's see, we have Radiant Foothills Trailhead. There's some rules to adhere to and so forth. Just essentially don't break anything. There's some crops that you can harvest if you're in need of food along the way. Some campsites. More campsites. This leads further into the wilderness. Although there's nothing obviously of interest that way. And then this leads all the way back to the Hanging Gardens, which was that giant ziggurat fortress thing that you saw earlier. Another small campsite. And we end up in the plains biome that belongs to the Hanging Gardens, which we'll soon see here by the appearance of the beacon beam. Yes. And I think that concludes the world tour of Klaus's Paradise as of the 13th of September 2019.